Good morning to dear students. Welcome to Ambuja Public School. I am Kavita Sharma, your EVS teacher. This video is continuation of your chapter number 3, being safe. Earlier in this chapter we have seen how we can be safe at home, on the road, at school and in the park. There were certain rules which we have seen that how we can be safe at all these places. Let's continue our chapter. Now today we are going to see safety in general. What does it mean? It means there are few safety rules which we need to follow no matter at which place we are. Whether we are at home or whether we are at school, in the park, in the party or anywhere. Here you can see the signboard, danger, keep away from strangers. Here the word strangers means the people to whom we don't know. There are many people to whom we meet, like your friends, your teachers, or your relatives, or your parents' friends, or your neighbors, to whom you don't know, to whom you meet every day, or often you meet them. But there are few people you don't meet them, so they are called strangers. So that way, there is one more meaning of this word stranger. That means something you don't know. For example, you should always be aware of your surrounding. That means you are going somewhere out and there are many things around us lying. So we should be aware about it, what is there around us, because danger never takes vacation. So always be aware of the surrounding. What does it mean? It means we have to be vigilant, alert and watchful. Anything around us which we don't know, the things like any, as you can see in this picture, like this type of any system or any packet or any toy or any kind of suitcase or traveling bag. Do not touch any object which does not belong to anyone. Unclaimed means which are lying on the floor or on the seat and no one is sitting with that and saying that this bag is mine. So always stay away from these type of packages, because we never know what kind of a package that is. There might be any explosive, that means a bomb or anything else which can harm us or many people around us. So whenever you find any suspicious thing which you don't know, then immediately you have to inform to the concerned people. That means if you are at bus stand, so you have to immediately go and inform the ticket collector people, or is there any police station is nearby, ask your elders to complain about it. Never ever touch. If you find it there is a doll, but still don't get attracted to that doll, and you have to just inform police or whoever is nearby you. Next, knock at the door. That means you are at your home and somebody is knocking at the door. Now, stranger is at the door. Stranger means the people to whom you don't know. So what are you going to do? Do not open the door. Yes, whenever somebody is knocking your door, you should see from that eye hole where you can see who is standing outside or the window near to your door, or either you can ask that who is on the door, and if you find out that you don't know the person who is there behind the door, so never ever open the door to the person you don't know, because stranger is always danger. It can do anything. So always make it a point that I don't talk to strangers. If anybody is coming to your house, then you have to say, sorry, I don't know, I am not going to talk to you. Next, you are going somewhere, or either you are playing in the park. Somebody is coming to whom you don't know, again that person is stranger, and he or she is asking you about your name, your father's name, where is your house, in which class you study, your father's mobile number. Always say no to stranger, that I don't talk to stranger and don't talk to me. I'm not going to give any information. Yes, you should not share any information related to you, your house or your parents to any strangers. The same way, you should not take anything from them. If they are offering you toffee or a candy, strictly avoid taking anything from them. Next, if there is a less light, for example, you have been to a party, there you can see some other room, there is no light. So always avoid visiting to the places where you can see very dim light. And if you go to park there is one area where no one is playing, so not to go to these lonely places also, because it may happen that any stranger is just hiding there, and if you go, the stranger can catch you. This is very, very important, that always avoid visiting to lonely and dim lit places. Next, if somebody is coming to your house and he or she is saying that not to share anything with your parents and come along with me, and they take you to the place where no one is around, either they are taking you to the bathroom or bedroom or anywhere, so not to go along with anyone apart from your parent or your most close relatives or friends to whom you can trust, or to whom your parents are trusting. You can go along with them only, otherwise you should not go anywhere with any other person. The next thing you should know, that your mouth, chest, between your legs and hips are your private parts. That means no one should allow to touch these parts. These parts can only be touched by your parents when they are making you bath, or by the doctors in supervision, and when your parents are there, at that time the doctor can check you. Otherwise, no one else should touch these parts, neither your friends nor any relative. And if somebody is touching these parts and you are at a lone place, so from immediately that place you have to run away. And if you are unable to run, you have to shout aloud that help, help, look at this uncle or this person is touching me, help. You have to shout aloud, and you have to inform others that something wrong is happening with you. And always inform your elders or your parents immediately if something is happened with you like this. Don't be afraid. It is not your mistake. Whoever is doing these kind of things are very bad people, and we should immediately tell our parents or elders. And if you are in school, you should inform your teacher immediately that this person has done, they were touching my private part. So never ever be afraid. Immediately share all these things with elders. Next, whenever you are going somewhere, or whenever you have been to any place, or you had any incident, keep informing your parents that you are going here, you are going to your friend's place, you are going for art class, or you are going for the music class. So this is also important to stay safe. Now we always try to stay safe, but sometimes it happens that you are crossing by and there is a peel of banana and you slide from that. You get hurt. It happens that no matter how much careful we are, but still we get hurt, we bleed, we get cut somewhere in our head, hand or leg. Now what to do in that case? In that case, we should take first aid, or if it in case your friend get injured, then in that case you have to provide first aid. Now the question comes, what is first aid? Okay. So the first aid is the help given to a injured person. For example, this boy is your friend. Now he got hurt here. Now what are you going to do? You are going to give him first aid. You are going to apply band-aid, or you are going to apply a cream or a lotion. So the help which we give immediately to any injured person is called first aid. And if the wound is very small, so it can be treated with the help of first aid. But if there is any emergency, or is there any more injury, so we can immediately call the doctor, or we can go and visit the doctor. Next, now what is first aid? As we have already seen, first aid is the help given to injured person immediately after injury occurs. Now there are few steps to be followed while giving the first aid. Now I have to give the first aid, but I should know how I can give the first aid and what exactly are the different kind of first aid I should be doing. Now the first and foremost, I should have a first aid kit like this. Now what should I have inside this first aid kit? Let's see. There are few basic medicines, antiseptic lotion like this, bandage, cotton, scissors, sticky tape, skin rash cream like Borolane or Soframycin, thermometer, and these kind of things I should have in my first aid. Then only I would be able to provide any help to injured person. Next, I should know where the first aid is kept. It should not be kept at the place where I don't know where I keep it. So it should be handy. That means whenever I need, I can immediately take it and I can help with the help of that first aid to the injured person. Next, whenever someone is injured, so make it a point that there are not many people are gathered around the injured person, because in that case the injured person will not get sufficient air to breathe and he will get panic also. And the too many people around injured person can also create lot of noise. With that, the injured person can be very uncomfortable. Next, if the injured person in his or her senses. Now as here we can see this man, he is an injured person. Now this lady has made him sit, and if he was not feeling comfortable, the another man, this lady made him just lie down, and this man, he also took care of himself by just holding and drinking water. And now here this lady, in case of emergency, she called an ambulance immediately. So in this case you have to see to it that which are the situation, and that way you have to provide the first aid. And you should try to talk to the injured person that how is he feeling if he is in senses. Now the next, if any elder person met an accident in front of you, then immediately you have to take help of any adult, whoever is nearby you, and then you have to ask them to call the doctor immediately. And once the emergency services will come, they will take the injured person, and that way they will help. Next, if somebody got cut in his leg or hand and it started bleeding, so in that case we have to just hold that wound very tight with the help of bandage, or just like that only, and let it hold for some moment till the time the blood stop flowing out. And then later on we can wrap the bandage over it. We can just cover the wound with the help of bandage. This usually happens when we are playing, so at that time we have those banded. So with the help of that we can cure our friends, we can help them. Next, in case you got burn injury. So, for burn injuries, the best way is to use the tap water. Take your hand or leg, whichever part you injured with the burn, and just turn on the tap and let the water run on that wound. And slowly and gradually, because of that water, it will be ease and the pain will reduce. So, to stop the burning, you can see the first aid for burn, stop, STOP. Stop means strip hot clothes or jewelry. If anyone is wearing any jewelry, watch, or anything, we have to just take it out. Turn on cool tap. We have already seen that we have to turn on the tap. Next, organize medical assistant. We have to call the doctor. Next, protect burn with cling film or clean cloth. We can just turn it around and we can cover it with a clean cotton cloth. We should not apply much cotton, or we should not put many lotion or anything. It's just only we have to cover and we have to immediately contact the doctor. Now, what if you get hurt? So, there is a first aid for you. If you are in a school, if you get hurt, immediately inform your teacher. If you are at your home, at that time you have to immediately inform your parents. And if you are in the park, you can inform the watchman of the park or whoever is elder nearby you, and you can take the medical help. So, whoever will be near you, they are going to provide you the first aid and you will be fine. As we all know that the safety matters a lot. We need to stay safe. We have already seen the meaning of stay safe means away from the danger and not to get hurt. Now, how we can be safe and who will keep us safe? Now, my safety is my responsibility. So, you all have to just be your own soldier and keep yourself safe at all the situation and at all the places. So, with this, my dear students, stay safe. Thank you.